Hey Cuber, welcome back to the channel. This video is a part 2 on my series of solving OLL. In the first video, I showed you how to solve the yellow cross, which was the first step. If you haven't seen it yet, I've linked it in the description. Make sure to check it out before continuing here, as I'll be referencing some of the tricks from that video. In this part, we'll be solving the second half of OLL by completing the entire yellow cross. I'm going to break it down and teach it to you in algorithms in the order of what I think is the easiest to learn to the last ones being the trickiest. There are only 8 algorithms in total, so if you memorize just one algorithm every day, you'll master OLL in just over a week. Let's dive right in. To solve the rest of the yellow layer, you have to have the cross already done, so make sure to see my last video that I have in the description if you don't have that already. Today we'll be using 8 different algorithms. An algorithm is a specific sequence of moves that corresponds to a different pattern. I'll teach you in order from easiest to hardest to memorize. For each algorithm, I'll show you the pattern that it solves, demonstrate the moves, and provide tips to help you practice. Remember, if you memorize one algorithm every day, you'll have OLL mastered in about a week. Let's start with the first algorithm, H. So the H case is this algorithm right here that I have set up. So if you see here, there is a cross. None of these top corners you can see the yellow. And on the side, there are 2 yellow pieces that you can see. And on the other side, you can also see 2 yellow pieces. So when you're doing this algorithm, it's really important to do the algorithm from the side where you can see it doesn't matter which side, but just to make sure that you can see 2 yellow pieces, because if you do it on a side with no yellow, it will not solve this side, and it'll just bring you to another case. So the algorithm actually uses the 4 moves that we talked about in the previous video, and it goes like this. So the first move is that you're going to turn this right layer up like that, and then turn this top side twice. It doesn't matter in which direction, because no matter what, this side will end up here anyways. So you can either turn it that way twice, or you can turn it this way twice, and it doesn't really matter. Then you're going to turn this right side back down like that, and then turn this top side right back here. And then you're gonna do the 4 moves that I taught you in the last video. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're just gonna insert this piece right here by going up with this side, over with the top, and then down, just like that. And now you see that the top is all solved. This next case is really similar looking to the H case, but instead of there being 2 yellow sides on each side, if you see, we turn to the back, and these 2 actually do not have the yellow out. But you can see that there's still a yellow cross, and none of them are out here. But actually, on the side, there's 1 yellow here instead of there being 2 here, and the other yellow is also on the side. So when you do this algorithm, you're going to have this bar here where there's a yellow, and then the other yellow on the side to the right, just like this. And then this algorithm looks really cool when you do it really fast, and it's actually one of my favorites. So I'll show you how to do it. So a good way to remember how to do this case is that every time that you turn, it's going to alternate from turning the side to the top over and over and over. So it's going to turn the side, turn the top, turn the side, turn the top, over and over. And that's a really good way to help you memorize how to do this case. But this is one of the trickier ones, so I'll show you how to do it now. So the first step is you're going to turn this right side up like that, and then you're going to turn this top twice again, just like before in the H case. The next step is that you're going to turn this side twice like that, and then you're going to turn this top over just like that. Turn the top the side twice again, turn the top over, the side twice, and then you're going to turn the top twice again. And then the last move is turning the side, just like that. And now we have the yellow part solved. So I said before that when you solve this, you'll be alternating between side and top, and I'll show you that here. So I turn the side, turn the top, turn the side, turn the top, turn the side, turn the top, and you just do this for the entire time until it's solved. A good way to memorize this is to use that to your advantage, because this doesn't often happen in a lot of the algorithms. And memorizing the H case and pi case together is really important because you can know that if you see a yellow cross on the top and you cannot see any of the yellow edges on top, you can know immediately, oh, I can solve this by doing the pi or doing the H, instead of having to look at all of the cases and identify which it is, which will take a longer time. The next algorithm that I have for you guys to learn is the soon case. The soon case sort of looks like a fish. If you look at it here, this is the head and this is the tail. That's a good way to recognize it. And when you are doing this algorithm, you want to make sure that the fish head is towards the front left, and to make sure that there's a yellow side right here. If you do have the fish head towards the front left and you do not see a yellow here, that is the next case that I'm going to show you. And just watch this case so that you can learn this as well. So the way that we do this algorithm also uses the 4 moves that we learned in the first video. So actually the first 4 moves that we do is that sequence, except we're not going to use that last move of that 4 move sequence. So if you look here, the first moves are moving the side, moving the top like that, and then moving it back down. And those are the first 3 moves of the 4 move sequence. So the way to do this algorithm is we first use the first 3 moves of the 4 move sequence. So we don't use the entire 4 moves, but we use the first 3 by doing R, U, R prime. And R, U, R prime means that you turn this side up, turn the top over, and then turn this side back down. And that is the first 3 moves of the sequence that I showed you last. So that can be easier for you to help you memorize. And it's also really helpful for recognition too. So the next step to this algorithm is turning the top like that, over just like that, and then turning this side back up. And then the last 2 steps are turning this top side twice, like that, then turning it back down. And now this top side is solved. So I said that if you have the fish head right here and you don't see a yellow side right here, that means that it will be the next algorithm that I'm going to show you. And right here, this is the algorithm. If you do put it to the side like this and there's no fish head, that means that you actually have to put the head over here, just like that, to the front right. And now this time you will see the yellow side. So this pattern is actually a mirror of the other case that I just showed you. So if you look at it, it'll actually be the complete opposite of the case that I just explained how to solve. So the way that you do this case is every move is the exact same, except you do it on the opposite side of the cube. So instead of moving this side first and going up like that, instead we're going to do that on the opposite side. So we're going to move this left side this time up like that, we're going to move this top side over, move this left side back down, move the top over again, move the left side up. Now you can see that this bar is formed, and then move this top side twice. And then the final move is moving the left back down, like that. And so you'll see that it's solved. These two are also two cases to learn together as a group or pair, because you can know that whenever you see this fish pattern where you can see the head here and then the tail, you'll know immediately, oh wait, I can solve this. So you don't have to go through every algorithm and try to figure out which it is. The next algorithm that I'm going to show you looks like this. It has the cross solved, and there are two edges on top that are solved. You can see that they're two yellow, and they are on the same side. So if you put your finger across, you can see that the two are on the same side as each other. And this case is called the T case. And on the side, you can see that if you turn it to the front, where there are no yellow sides on the top, you can see that there's no yellow on the front. If that is what you have right now, then you're going to put it on the side so that you can see that there is a yellow to the front left, like that. In this algorithm, the first move actually, we use the two sides, both of these sides. We turn both of them up at the same time. That's the first move. And then you turn the top side over to the left. You turn just this one side this time, back down. Turn the top back. Turn this left side up this time. Turn the top over. Turn this right side up. And then turn the top right back. And you'll see that solves it. So this case also has another corresponding case that it goes to. And you can see that on the top, it looks the exact same, where we still have this bar here. The cross is solved. But then if you actually look at the front, where these two are not solved, there are two, we call them headlights, because if you look at a car's headlights, it looks like there are two beams of light shining at you. And that's kind of what this looks like too. So when you do this case, it's called the U case. And this is another pair that you want to learn with the T case that I just showed you. Because with all the other ones as well, for the same reason, if you see this shape on top, then you can know immediately, oh, I can solve this. So I can just skip recognition of trying to figure out which of all of the other pairs and just immediately try to see which it is by looking at this yellow corner on top. So this case uses a D move, and a D move means that you use the bottom, so it stands for down. So when you do this, you use your ring finger, either ring finger, to either push or pull. So if you see here, you can see that my fingers are doing that. And this is a new move for you guys probably. This is probably one of the first algorithms that you're going to learn where you use this move. And it's kind of more complicated for that reason. So this is how the algorithm goes. So you turn this right side twice, just like that, so that this white bar is by the yellow now. And you want to make sure that when you're doing this, you have the headlights facing you. So do the right side twice. And then you're going to use your ring finger and push it. Or if it's easier for you, you can also use your right ring finger to push it like that, instead of pulling it. But so if you do it, it looks like this. You turn it and then push it just like that. And then you're going to turn this right back down. This top side moves twice. Turn the right side back up. Use your other ring finger to push it again. Turn this side back down. Turn the top twice. And then bring it all back like that. And then you'll see that this case is solved. So along with all the other cases, doing it in a pair is really helpful. This algorithm is really tricky, and that's why it's one of the last ones. But so learning this with the other case is really important. Now the final case that we are going to learn is the L case. It also is called the bow tie because if you look at it from the side, it looks like a bow tie here, like that. And when you do this case, you want to make sure that this block here is to the front right, like this. And you also want to make sure that when you're doing this, that if it is at the front right, that you see a yellow right here. You want to make sure that this is to the front right and that there's a yellow. And if this block is to the front right, but there's no yellow side right here, that just means you have to turn the top twice so that then it will be aligned correctly. And then you can start the algorithm that I'm about to show you. So just like the last algorithm, the U case, there also will be D moves where you have to use your ring finger. And the way that we do this algorithm starts off with moving this right side down like that. And then you're going to regrip this hand, and so moving it from here to here like that, and then turning the cube like that. So we really only did one move so far, but you want to move this side down, move your hand so that's regripped, and then turn the cube so that now you are facing this white side. And then the next move is turning this top side over like this, and then turn this right side back up. Now you're going to use your ring finger and push that bottom layer down over, just like that. Turning this right layer down, bringing this back, this top layer over, bring the right layer back up, and then use your ring finger one more time to bring it back. And then you'll see that this is all solved. So make sure that the block is to the front right, and that you can see a yellow when you are solving and recognizing this case. All right, thank you for watching this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if this helped. Let me know in the comments if you have any trouble with anything, and I'll help you out. Make sure to check out the first part of OLL, and watch my next video. All right, bye.